before we get into this message, I just want to say, I know I've gotten comments on this channel being like, I'm so glad you don't do tarot. But guess what? For me, I believe in the God of Christ, but I don't agree with what the Bible says. Well, I don't agree with what the church has taught us the Bible means. I think it means different things. And I do not agree that there are things in this world that can make God love you less. And I actually do very strongly believe that God can be found in everything. And I find God in a lot of things that people have always said, no, you should stay away from that. It will kill you spiritually. Of course, to each their own. I am just making my stance clear. You believe what you believe. You have taken your own journey when it comes to these things. We can all coexist and want what is best for everyone in the grander schemes. Who's scheming? I'm gonna get into this message. Before I draw the cards, these 3 cards fell out, and they fell out exactly like this. And this is significant to me because the spread I was gonna pull was gonna be a 3-card spread. It was gonna be past, present, future. And then these 3 fell out of the deck just like this as I was shuffling it. And when I looked at it, I was like, wow, is this just for me? And then I realized, no, this is still for you, but this is how you will know that it is for you without having to watch the entire thing, okay? So I'm going to show you the cards that were pulled. For your past, it was the Hermit. So if in your past you have been very working alone, using what you learn to try to guide others, or perhaps you don't try to guide them, perhaps you just realize that the things you have learned, it helps others. That's your past. And your present is the Empress, which means you are happy with your life right now. You are content. You do not feel like anything is missing, but you also do not feel like this is all there's going to be. You are just happy with knowing that things are always in flux, in motion, it's always changing, and you are content with that. That is where you are at right now. You're the Empress. Went from a Hermit to the Empress, and your future is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, that means you having been your little hermit self, and now being the Empress self, where you perhaps get more in touch with nature, you find more, you make more time to intentionally find the balance and harmony in things. Your future is marked by this card, which to me, in this sense, it tells the story of you have great ideas. You have amazing ideas. Ideas that really can be everything you think they can be and more, but either fear or inexperience. Either fear or inexperience is causing you to not yet act on it. If that's where you are at currently, then this reading is for you. And I do know that you will find an answer or a nugget of wisdom that you maybe perhaps were not expecting. And I know this fully. I can tell you why I know it, but the reason is irrelevant. If you want to prove me wrong, go for it. I'm going to pull your cards now. We're going to do the same thing that these three did. We're going to be pulling three. We're going to be pulling present, past, and future. I want you to remember that if these three were describing your archetypical energy, saying who this message is for, then the next three that we are pulling now is your current situation, your current circumstances. It's going to be current advice. It's not going to be about your life so far and the story you've been telling. It's advice. It's advice. And if this is not your energy, if you are not currently in the Empress energy, having been in the Hermit energy, and kinda not acting on all your great big plans that you got because you went through that whole Hermit thing. So you got all these great plans, but now you're not really acting on them. If that is your current energy, then this is your answer to the question. What is the question? I don't know. I don't know. Let's pull for your present. Ace of Wands. Do you see? You see how it is just like the hand with the wand is kind of appearing out of thin air, out of a little cloud of smoke. There doesn't seem to be any valid reason for this wand to just be here. It's not attached to a hand that is standing there. It is coming out of a cloud. This means you, right now, and use your discernment. Sure, if this doesn't resonate, then leave it. But you right now are receiving communications from the ether. The ideas that you get, the downloads that you get, they are not from yourself, at least not fully. Perhaps, for sure, your experiences in the past and how you view yourself, your sense of self, is what makes you able to be a receiver for these thoughts and ideas and downloads from the ether. But these ideas, these thoughts and downloads, and it might be the very ideas that you got while you were on your hermit journey, and that you are now kind of not taking action on because you're either scared or inexperienced. It can be those exact things that it's not coming from you. As in, it is not coming from the version of you that has dealt with all of your problems. It is not coming from the version of you that struggles, which means it is, if acted upon, it is not going to create that same reality. This is new. This is separate from everything you have ever been. You will take shape after it. Because of it, through it. If there is something, let's say there is something that needs to be done, and this thing requires a very strong person, a physically strong person. This is just so I can paint the picture for you. If there is something that has to be done and it requires a lot of physical strength, and you are not physically strong, you get that physical strength while you are doing the thing. The thing gives you the strength needed to do it. That is your current energy. That is your present. You are not repeating cycles. You are not. You are not You're not standing on the precipice of something that you have lived through before. You are standing on the precipice of something that is completely new. It's not even from your current reality. That is a beautiful and great place to be. And as I said, if we take it in conjunction with the archetypical energy that says future, your future card was Page of Wands. Of course, the future is always changeable by changing your actions. I'm just saying. This is the future we drew for your archetype. This is the present we drew for your situation. I'm just holding it up to facilitate your own realization. Some things I like to spell out, but I don't think I need to spell this one out. I think you know how to see. You know how to see how these things connect, right? Let's see what your past, what things in your past, what energy of your past is making you feel that you are perhaps too inexperienced to start just yet. The King of Wands. Oh. So if you are right now this makes so much sense. I'm just letting it settle so that I don't jump around when I try to explain it. This is your card that I pulled for what is keeping you in this energy. So the King of Wands, in your overall energy, because the King of Wands is in your past when it comes to this specific thing, the Page of Wands is in your future. And there is a psychological term for this. If it comes to mind, I will say it out loud. But it is where when you are really good at something, when you have of course, I can just use my singing for this. Okay, I taught myself how to sing, and I was really good at it. I got the notes and stuff and everything, but it was really difficult. I had to focus all the time. I really had to hyper focus on how my internal placement is for every single note, and people would tell me, just get lost in the music, just go with the flow, and I would be confused because I also feel like singing is supposed to be effortless. I'm not supposed to try this hard, but as soon as I don't try and I don't keep my focus and I allow myself to feel the music, then I mess up. I start sounding bad. And then I realized there has been a medical issue that's been going on for 15 years now, and it's still not 100% taken care of, but it is being treated. But this medical thing is in my sinuses right there, which really affects you when you sing. And that is why I've been struggling so much more than a person without the infection there would struggle. And I did not even know it. And now that I do know it, I have to relearn how to sing again without the infection. Because now, if I sing and I let myself sing the way I normally sing, I am screaming. Because like the weights are off, the dampener is gone, and I need to figure out where the new placement is for the notes and all that. Okay? So for me, singing now, learning to sing again, re-teaching myself, although I know it's going to be easier because I already have the mechanics, it's now just the theory, the new theory. I need to relearn the rules, basically. Yeah. So because of that, I am not as confident as I used to be in my singing. because I need to relearn it. I don't know how to sing like this. I don't know how to sing without a dampener and pushing through and focusing on every single note and being very intentional with it. I don't know how to do that yet. I am inexperienced. And honestly, I do fear a little bit that what if I don't get it? What if I don't? What if I only could sing because of the infection? And now that the infection is gone, I'm not going to sing better. What if I sing worse because it sounds worse because I'm not used to it yet? And what if I never get used to it? That's this energy. And this energy exists because I had this first. I knew I could do it. I I trained myself. I put in the effort. I put in the hours. I had the discipline to train myself, to be really good, to be in the energy of the King of Wands. And because I have this energy in my past, because I know what it's like to take action and to execute from a place of full confidence, it is very difficult to switch it up and tell yourself all of a sudden, okay, I don't have that full confidence, but I'm going to do it anyways. As I already said, you only your archetypal energy, your what you embody currently only feels cautious to act because you know what it is like to act based off of having put in the effort and knowing that you can trust yourself on what you are doing because you prepared for it. If this is in your past, you are used to knowing before you act. But remember, your present right now is this. It's new things. You don't know these things. They are not the same things that got you here. In this case, we are dealing with wands, still wands, but the energy of the king, that is from what was known already. Like you figured out how to live the life that you were just dropped into. Okay? But this is the start of a new life. This is what leads you to the life that you have been dreaming of. The life you always thought, I don't know, people say I chose the life I'm living, but I think if I could choose my life, I would choose this life. That's this life. And it's new. And it's not attached to the world around it yet. And that is why your energy is so doesn't have confidence in the execution because it has not been executed yet. It's not been executed yet. It is new. So you are not gonna know. You are not gonna have that proof that you have had in the past because this is new. Let's see what card we get for your future. As I said, the future can always be changed. It is just a read of the current energy, not a decree of the energy to come. More wands. It's the Two of Wands. That is your future for this current situation. That means this present downloads that you are getting, you do act upon it. You do. You take the next step and it works. It starts laying the foundation for others to not only see that it works, but to oh, oh, okay. it, what was I saying about the others? Oh, soon others will join in and help you to build this thing, okay? Because you are taking the steps alone. And the O was, do you see what a nice little, what a full circle energy you are currently in right now? This is past, remember? So it is separated here by the fact that this is new. The present is completely new. But then the future is you acting on the new things, the new ideas. It is bringing about this new reality. It is turning one into two. It is faith that even though you don't know, you are gonna walk. Even though you don't know, you are gonna walk. And then, because you do, this deck literally goes back here. So it goes from, I used to know, now I'm in a new situation, and I don't know. And it is causing me to not really take the action I'm supposed to be taking, or I feel like I want to take because I don't know. It's so new, it's not grounded to anything. I cannot follow this string and see where it comes from. It's new, I'm unexperienced. To, I'm gonna walk anyways. I'm gonna take the step. I'm gonna see what happens. And that eventually leads right back to this, where you do know, because you did walk the path, and now you do have the proof. Look at you. Look at you. This is a beautiful reading. This reading is literally just, yes, you don't know the way you used to know in the past, but that is because you are building something new that you haven't known yet. But you take the steps, you take the action, and you become exactly what you wish you had in order to get started. You are very much your personality, your archetypical energy in this moment is sorry is this. And this page of wands is very much wishing to be the king of wands. It's very much like, if we could hear the thoughts of the page of wands, the page of wands would probably be like, if only I was the king of wands, then this action would be easy for me. But because you are not the king of wands when it comes to this new wand, this new idea, this new download, this new thing, because you are not the king of wands yet, but you know, you were in the past, you have gotten to know things to that level, you have seen things through to that level, you know it's okay. It's safe to take the next step. It is safe to take this idea, this download, this vision, this dream, this yearning you have inside of you, to take the next step. Because it leads back here. It leads back to the version of you that never would have hesitated to take that first step in the first place. But you're not going to be this version before you take the first step. And the next. 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 Just keep walking. With this current situation, this is where it ends up. So if you asked if you are busy making a movie, just for example, you're busy making a movie and you are wondering, should I continue with this movie? I don't know. I don't know if this is going right. I don't know if this is going wrong. I have no frame of reference. How do I know if this is going to be successful, if people are going to like it, if it's going to mean something? I don't know. I've never made a movie before, or I've never made a movie like this before. Make the movie, because it ends up with you being regarded as a master of that genre. so much so a master that people think you're a natural. That if you were to tell people about how nervous you were to get started, afterwards, after it is successful, people probably will not believe you. They will be like, nah, no way you were that nervous. I mean, this is obviously it was going to be a success from the get go. Like, you're not going to lie to me and tell me you ever thought this could flop. That's how people are going to see it. People are going to see it as like, it's obvious that you would have succeeded with this thing. So keep going. Even though right now it might feel like you don't know whether you're going to succeed. If you stay in this energy, you will. And that is that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you. You. There are many ways in which to go about living life, playing the game of life. And I just want to say thank you that you chose this way. I'm not saying it's the best way. I'm just saying it is the way that brought you to me. And selfishly, I am very grateful for that. So I thank you. And I hope that you can see how, even though I am saying thanks for selfish reasons, my thanks is not selfishly motivated. We all believe what we believe. I believe you are part of what this world needs. That's what I believe. Anybody who disagrees are free to do so, as loudly as they want to. It's really not, that means nothing if they disagree. That is what I believe. And I feel like I'm a little bit, okay. Okay. I have more I want to say, but every time I say it, I know I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to end it here. I'm supposed to have ended it already. I will end it now. Ah. And whenever I want to say something, or I feel like I want to say something, and I end up not saying it, it's not because I'm scared to say it. It's just because I know it's a not yet. It's the stage is not yet set for this scene. You know? It's not going to have the same impact if it's said now versus said at the right moment. So, I know everything will be said eventually. And when all is said and done, I'm just really grateful to know that I am on the side of love with people like you. And I got goosebumps. Can you see? Can you see? Oh gosh, you cannot. I'm gonna go cry. I feel a proper cry coming on. Not a sad cry, just a like a somatic release. I feel it. I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go cry my eyes out. Hopefully shake a little bit too. I think that'll be a good release. I love you so much. You got this. I will talk to you soon.